Hey guys, this is Mason again with another watch review. Today we're going to do the Seiko Orange Monster, which is featured right here. So let's go ahead and take it off of my little pillow from my new watch case. It feels very weird to have one, but I do have 15 watches, and one of them is a full X. But this is my collection. I hardly ever wear the full X. But it just gives me an idea of what, I'm getting off topic here, but it gives me an idea of what it would be like owning an actual Rolex. And, you can clearly tell it's fake. I'm not really trying to fool anyone. I just kind of picked it up because I was curious about what it was like. And it's not terrible for, a Chinese replica of a Rolex. And it's supposed to be the Sea Dweller. Sorry, the Sea Dweller. And if you know about the Sea Dweller, the glass is supposed to be. This is like the deep sea special edition Sea Dweller one that's water resistant. Supposedly, well, not this one. Is water resistant to 3,900 meters. So obviously the glass would be way thicker than that, and it has a helium release valve on the fake one. On the real one, obviously, it's a real helium release valve. There's lots of things wrong with it. The bezel's peeling up here. Oh, yeah, oh, there you go, look at this. Yeah, wow. Such high craftsmanship on that watch. But obviously, on a real Rolex, everything will be perfect, So until then, this fake one gives me, a little tiny chance, shot of seeing what a real Rolex is kind of like, So now I know I definitely do want a Rolex, but not anytime in the near future. But anyway, let's get back on topic here. This is the Seiko Orange Monster. This is the first generation of the Monster. There are two different generations, the first and second gen. I'll briefly tell you guys about the differences between the first and second gen. So the first gen, which is here, the indices, the hour markers are a little bit different. They're like very square here, and on the second gen, they're pointed, kind of like shark's teeth almost. Another thing that's different is the movement. The first gen is non-hacking, and it doesn't hand wind, and I think it's 21 joules, and the power reserve is 40 hours. But the second gen is hackable, which means you can pull the crown out and the seconds stop, so you can adjust the seconds, finally. Whereas with this watch, if you're crazy about having the seconds be really precise, you have to wait 40 hours for the reserve to run out, and you have to let the movement die before you can get the seconds right back on and everything. So if that's something that will bug you, maybe consider the second generation Monster. And I'm pretty sure the second gen is also hand wind. You can hand wind or wear it to wind it and everything. Whereas with this, there's no option to hand wind it. If you turn the crown while it's just pulled out, while it's unscrewed, nothing happens. You can't hand wind it. Those are the main differences between the two. Everything else is pretty much the same. It's still a Monster. So this is the first gen Orange Monster. Right now the day and date are covered up, but it does have a day and date there at 3 o'clock, right there. Obviously it's an automatic, so it has sweeping seconds. They're not as smooth as a Rolex or anything like that, but they're definitely there. It's very clear and easy to read. The underneath each hour marker, which are loomed, by the way. It's a green loom, which Seiko is famous for. Beneath each hour marker is 5-minute markers. Like every hour mark, it's another 5 minutes. Except for at 3 and 9, where the 1 is blank, and then 9 is blank, and 3 is the day and date. And also actually at 6 and 12 don't have them either. So 12, 3, 6, and 9 don't have any minute indications there, but that's fine, The bezel also um, has minute markers around it here too. It has a dot for each minute, and then every 5 minutes there's a dash, like a line there, and then also every 15 minutes it tells you 15, 30, 45, 60, right around there. The loom is amazing on this watch, and actually I'm going to take time right now. I'm going to charge it up a tiny bit just so you guys can really see how great it is. So I have a flashlight here actually. I'm going to charge it up. I'm going to go turn the light off, and you guys can see this loom for yourselves. Alright. It's like a flashlight, honestly. Alright, look how far away you can see it from. So, and I charge this up for like 5 seconds with my flashlight. Look at that. I can actually see it on my hand. I can see the glow on my hand. It's honestly like a flashlight. It's really bright. So, if that's something you like, then this is an awesome watch, as is the second gen. I'm like very far away now. You can still see it. I'm like 3 feet away right now. You can still pretty much see it. Yeah, so that's the loom. Perfect. Alright, I'll be right back. So, the loom is a definite bonus of the, obviously, any Seiko, honestly, pretty much has good loom. They're kind of famous for that nice green, luminous paint there that they have. So it's a very heavy watch, which I like. I don't particularly recommend the orange, honestly. I would look at a black monster or something, or a different color. But if you really love orange, then go for it. But in my opinion, it doesn't really match well with a lot of things. You can't really wear it. You can't really wear it as a dress watch that much because it's orange, the face. So in that sense, I kind of wish I had gotten, a black monster or a different color of the face. But I do love this, and I do wear it. I wear it casually. I wear it with a suit sometimes. But I think I would wear it a lot more with a suit or more dressy with something if it was a different color on the face. But that's my fault. That's not Seiko's fault. But if you're an orange lover, go for the orange monster. What else? It has a screw down crown. I'm sure I mentioned that earlier, but just to refresh your memory. The clasp on the bracelet here is a fold over push button with a safety. So you unclip that and push these buttons in, and it comes apart like that. It has micro adjustments to the band here, which are nice. Does not have half links. All the links are the same size, but they're just pins in there. What else is nice is that there's holes drilled into the lugs here, so you can just push your pin remover, your link remover tool into there and pop the bracelet off pretty easily, very easily. This is the stock one it came with. It's kind of brushed and matte at the same time. It's very nice. It does pick up scratches, but honestly, that's to be expected. The bezel is 120 click. It rotates very nicely. It's a little loose though, but not in a terribly bad way. But just listen. Very easy to turn. Wiggles a little bit. Not like my Victorinox, which I'll actually compare. I'll show you guys so you can compare. The Victorinox is very tight, and it almost doesn't want to click or turn, and there's no wiggle in it whatsoever at all. When you click it, it clicks. Very tight. But, you can hear the difference, but this is a Swiss-made watch, and the Seiko is made in Japan, or maybe this one Malaysia. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Either Japan or Malaysia. While as the Victorinox is made in Switzerland, or the parts are made in Switzerland. But, so here is the Seiko on the wrist. I'll show you. So there's the orange monster on my wrist here. It's heavy. It's one of the heaviest watches I own. I don't really normally like heavy watches. After a few hours, it gets kind of uncomfortable just because it's heavy. But, for the most part, it's comfortable, and I really like it. Just overall a great automatic watch, and I let it stop every now and again, and then when I pull it out and I start it, I just am compelled to wear it because I really do like it, and I just wish it went with more things, the color and everything. But, actually I have a pair of orange shorts that I love wearing this watch with. So, that's about it for this review. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and just enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys.